Hello, peeps and hello, peppers, and welcome to Tarot Tuesday. And yes, this is what it usually looks like when I work here. And yes, the tiger has become so old that the strings are loosening up a little bit. And, let's say, for example, my ligaments and so on, they're also loosening up a bit. So I hope at some point I can stuff that back into the paw, and I hope that the doctors don't need to stuff so much stuff back into place for me. Actually, I began this drawing because I had sketched a 4 of wands where every puffin had 4 wands in the hand. But then I didn't have so much space on this layout, and I realized actually 4 and 4 makes 8. Yes, sometimes I'm calculating like a small child, and on the weekend I actually learned something so nice. I went to the normal church mass for adults, and that was like the normal hour with a lot of singing and praising and so forth. And then there was the children's mass, and the children's mass was announced to be an hour, but it was in effect only half an hour, and always something to do for the children. And I mean, okay, I suddenly saw this is how I operate. And if you have to divide the children, make it transparent, like all the people who are 6-year-old do this, and all the people who are 4-year-old do that. And yes, I'm 44 years old, and I am still a child at heart, and I need a lot of transparency, and I'm like also like slowly diminishing my attendance in places that I personally don't experience as transparent. And then when I've tried to figure out how many wands do have a space in this card, I googled the meaning of the 6 of Wands, because if you have never been here, I'm still learning to interpret tarot, and I need picture cards. I couldn't do that with ordinary playing cards unless I would tell you stories and ever stories about my favorite film, Interstate 60, that operates partly on ordinary playing cards. Yes, and I collect notebooks, and this reminds me a little bit of this mystery song, Light the Lanterns. So I had to have it, and it was the last one in stock. So yes, back to topic. 6 of Wands means getting recognition for your success. And actually, that was such a nice coincidence. And like talking about Interstate 60, there is a character who says, coincidence? I prefer inevitability. So I was kind of weak and ill and overloaded yesterday, so that like even outside people noticed that when, for instance, they wanted to go to the toilet and I was still there without any success. So yes, people want to help, but they kind of don't know how. And spoiler, with my form of overload, people usually can't help me because it just has to go over. But I'm doing my best to stay calm and inform people if they can bring me something like drinking water, or like sometimes clapping the hands rhythmically would wake me up. And by the way, this is going to be a really short video because I have to go to lunch, and because I am beginning the feeling of a spasm in my back muscles again. But I'm so happy that this card says I am still having my success, and actually my success, or that what I would consider a success, mostly comes when I'm not that perfectionist. I mean, I grew up very perfectionist. I'm learning slowly that many things where the people say that's only you and that's only on you also stem from what people said without thinking. Like, I think I might have mentioned that I once searched for a word for my alphabet videos to teach Icelandic. So someone recommended the word ikt. I was like, what's ikt? And then this person went like, you. And I mean, this was a person who was very dear to me. So it's, so this person can make this kind of joke. Like, ikt means something like very exaggerated, often like comically exaggerated. And because I perceive many things only very schematically, many of my statements will be very icked. And yes, I actually agree that you almost could put a photo of me with my hair decoration and everything into a dictionary, and the people would believe that I am the definition of icked. So it's also good if I find people who can ground me and tell me that things are not so black and white, because I need to be reminded of them. Bye bye.